Welcome back. You're watching this video because you want a direct, no-fluff comparison between the onboard microphone, in this case the Sony a7S III, and Sony's own microphone, the ECM-B1M shotgun microphone, which sits atop the camera, no wires, no messing about, just directly into the camera. Comparing that directly with the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus compact directional microphone. Comparing it also with the Wireless Go 2 from Rode as well. And just for good measure, comparing it with the Shure SM7B paired with the Rodecaster Pro 2. Now, for this intro, I'm using the Sony ECM-B1M. I have to keep checking what these are called because they've got so many elaborate names, but let's get into a direct comparison. So what I'm going to do is I've got my own little tweaking that I do in Final Cut Pro, which I apply to near enough every microphone that I use because I'm not an expert. I just make some fine tunes and let it be that. But for the purposes of this, I'm going to, when I tell you that I use these microphones, I'm going to show you the raw version and then the version that I tweak it very slightly. I'm not saying that it's going to be professional because this is not what I do as a profession. I'm a barrister, obviously. But let's go in for a comparison. So at the moment, you've been listening to the ECM-B1M shotgun microphone from Sony, and it's got my little preset on it. So now I'm going to show you what it sounds like with no edits or modifications whatsoever. And at the moment, this microphone, the Sony ECM-B1M, is going for £339 on the Sony website. This is without any modifications whatsoever. But now this is with the slight tweaks that I apply to it because I like to add a little bit of bass in there. I've got a little bit of modification to remove some of the sounds in the room. So that is the Sony ECM-B1M. Now, obviously, most people don't use the onboard microphone, which is what it's using at the moment. But some people might, because some people have no choice. But if you're buying the A7S III, I assume that you'll be buying a separate microphone. But nonetheless, this is the onboard microphone of the Sony a7S III. And so now for a direct comparison in no particular order, I am now using the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, which is also sitting atop the camera. It does have the wire connected to it. This is without any settings applied to it whatsoever. But if I were to apply my standard preset that I use in Final Cut Pro, it will sound a bit like this. So hopefully that is a little bit of a better sound, although I don't know until I listen to it back. But this is the sound that I would get if I make that slight adjustment in Final Cut Pro. So this is with some adjustment. This is without any adjustment whatsoever. And this microphone is going currently on Amazon because that's where I bought it. So that's the easiest place for me to check. £219 at the moment. You'll find the links for these in the description below. Currently reduced from $279. Amazon is always running these kind of discounts. Currently running at $219. Now let's go ahead and compare this directly now with the Wireless Go 2. Okay, so this is the Rode Wireless Go 2. A lot of creators hold it here. This is the second take because it seems to be a bit too loud the first time around. So I'm now going to put it on my clothing because a lot of people just hold it here. And this seems to be okay for most creators, although I notice a lot of creators actually hold it. I don't think it looks particularly nice there. I've seen some creators have it on the inside like that, so you can't really see it as well. It doesn't seem to be clipping on my preview bar, so hopefully it's okay. But again, like I said, I also hear a lot of see a lot of creators holding it like this because it seems to be more convenient to hold it and talk. This has all been with my standard preset applied just to get rid of room noise. That's all it does. But this is what it's like without that modification. So you can hear it without that as well. So this is the Rode Wireless Go 2. Okay, so now hopefully you notice a difference because I'm now using the Shure SM7B paired with the Rodecaster Pro 2. The Rodecaster Pro 2 has specific settings in it for the Shure SM7B. I've done no other processing on it whatsoever, and hopefully you can hear the difference in the sound. This is a in the region of £600 microphone, and the Rodecaster Pro 2 is also in the same region of £600 or so. I'll link them both in the description below. This, I think, ultimately is the best quality sound for podcasting, live streaming. It's a bit more faff if you want to record with camera separately, because you've got to sync the audio. And again, being a bit lazy, I don't tend to do that all the time. You can plug it directly into the camera with the mic input, but I've noticed there's a few issues with that as well. And I'm not entirely convinced that that is as good a quality as it would be recording it separately. Clearly, there's going to be a difference. I'm not going to profess that I know exactly why there is a difference in quality of sound there, but this is the Shure SM7B. I do notice that it can pick up some plosive sounds, so I tend to try to keep it to the side somewhat so that I don't get as many plosives as I can avoid. But this is the Shure SM7B with the Rodecaster Pro 2, and obviously recording with the A7S III and syncing them up in post. But hopefully you can hear a difference in the sound there. And so I will now just give you a direct comparison between them all by doing as follows. This is the Shure SM7B paired with the Rodecaster Pro 2. This is the Rode Wireless Go 2. This is the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus. This is the Sony ECM-B1M shotgun microphone. This is the onboard microphone of the Sony A7S III. So hopefully you can hear a direct comparison between all of those microphones that I've tried. I have tried to experiment with different sound with the Rode mic, which I do love. I've loved it for a long time. The Wireless Go I haven't used very much, but I do like it. It's obviously compact, tiny, doesn't take up as much space, and you can just take it wherever you like. The ECM-B1M, which is now on the camera again, this is what I'm using to outro this video. And of course, the Shure SM7B, which is the professional microphone of choice, so I understand it. Obviously, it comes in on an arm, and I can bring it in and bring it out. But I had some issues connecting that directly with the camera. I had different issues connecting it directly with the MacBook Pro. So I just thought I'll cut out all of the issues because I had to use a cloud lifter and all sorts of stuff. So instead, I bought the Rodecaster Pro 2 because it just does it all and I don't have to think too much. And for me, the things that I don't have to think about make my life much easier. So that's a direct comparison. Let me know in the comments what you think, which one you like. Has this affected your purchasing decisions at all? Which one do you like more? Which one are you now going to go and buy? And as I said, you'll find the links to those in the description below. They are affiliate links for full disclosure. But I hope you found that useful. Please do like the video and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching.